I hate videos. Now, you may be wondering, if I hate videos, what the heck am I doing here? Woohoo! Happy Wednesday, everyone. Thank you for being here and spending a little bit of time with myself and some of my friends. Today is March 13th, um, and it's the first Wednesday of this month that I'm able to go live. So, welcome if you've joined us. And if we haven't met, my name is Inge van Roy, and I'm recognized as a community connection catalyst. What that means is I help you make more friends and money. So, if you need help with that, please reach out to me. Meanwhile, I want to say thank you to you if you listen on radio, because Africa Online Radio is where this is being broadcasted as well. And if you haven't checked it out, I'll post the link and you can definitely go and listen. This is the place to be this Wednesday. We will be introducing a few of my esteemed friends. And I'm excited because I get to chat with all of them. Thank you. That was, if you're listening on radio, that was Power by Amanda Black. She is a South African singing sensation. Um, But right now, I want to bring in some of my awesome friends. So I'll bring them in one by one and allow them to introduce themselves, because honestly, sometimes I feel like I couldn't do them justice. They are such beautiful souls. So without further ado, let me welcome the first one. Hello, Megan.
Hi, how are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, and thank you for coming and being here with
Yeah.
us.
Thank you for inviting me. I didn't know if I would be able to show up, but I'm glad that I get a chance to catch up with you. We haven't talked in a while,
Oh,
so it's always good to catch up with
I
people.
know. It is awesome to have you here. Won't you please introduce yourself, let everyone know who you are and what you do?
Yeah, so my name is Megan Zimba, and I'm actually an industrial tech writer for manufacturing and engineering. And then I also am a host for a podcast series called Mavens in Manufacturing, which is a video broadcast series that invites women who are in male dominated industries like manufacturing and engineering to really just shine and share their skill sets and their journeys through that sector. And my whole point of it is to really just inspire younger generations to join the sector, because right now we have a workforce development problem. And I'm just hoping to bridge those gaps and make a difference there.
That's awesome. Thank you, Megan. I'm so glad that you're here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, Christine.
Ah! I'm back. I'm back. I'm like, she's saying hello. This is Christine. Oh my goodness. What a day. Inger already encouraged me. So she came and said hello while I was doing a live stream a little bit earlier today. And I thought, maybe I should go get some information so I know what to say, because Megan is so smart and so ready, and she already had her info going. So I was like, what do I do? Maybe I should go look at it. And then I hear, hello, Christine.
Tell us, who are you and what do you
Oh,
do?
I used to. So this changes the way that I am, or it was the bedrock that everything that I am now has been built upon. And that
Mhm.
was my neighbor said, you would make a good hired caregiver. I work for a company and I would like to send you into homes and to provide assistance to people, and particularly people who are challenged by some of the things that are typical about aging. And
Mm,
so I spent years in different homes, and I thought, you know what? There's something similar here. Not my
mhm,
clients, but their families. And the
mm,
family members were often my age, a little younger, a little older, and they would talk about what they're doing now to prepare for their own aging. And I thought,
mm.
well, I'm lucky. I get to hear all this ahead of time. Not very many people get to do what I've done, and that is
Yeah.
hang out in 90, more than 90 different homes and gather all this wisdom. So now I consider myself an expert on what's common in aging because I got to be in a lot of different homes, but I wanted to hear from experts and
Mm,
innovators and authors and um, solution creators. So I started inviting people to come onto my screen and talk about awesome stuff that they put together. And I love to hear their story to that point. So, because my neighbor said you would make a good caregiver, and my husband
mhm.
said, you could actually put this information out for anybody in the world if you would be willing to come on to video.
Right?
Big smile from Inger. And I'm like, one day he goes, are you ready? And I had my bathrobe on and I pulled it on tighter and I said, no, I am not going to go onto a camera. I am not going to do this. But I finally got to the point where I would record with people. And then I
Mm,
finally went, I know what I want. I just want to invite a group every time. And if everyone shows up, great. If just a few or even one, fantastic. And I'll let them
mhm.
talk to each other. And I can just be the person who nods and goes, that's fascinating. Tell me more. And then they get to share their contact information, etc. So, and then he encouraged me to write some books, and I did. That's me.
Wow. And I think you do more than just say, uh-huh, yes.
I was pretending that I was a good hostess or host. I'm really a very chatty host, and they never get enough time.
Oh, well, that's okay. You give them a platform to speak, which is more than awesome. So thank you for being
It's
you
a good
and
spot.
being here.
Yay.
I
Happy
want to say
birthday. I'm going to make sure this
thank
gets on
you.
screen.
Oh.
Are you telling your birthday? Are you telling your number of years around the
Oh,
sun?
so it's not my own birthday, but it's the show's birthday. We are celebrating 1 year of going live.
Oh, happy birthday, show.
Thank you.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's a
Thank
big
you. We,
accomplishment for a person. I know what it's like for
mm,
a person who's like, I don't want to do this, but I know it could really make a difference in people's lives. And it has. I know you've got some other
mhm,
guests to bring in, and I've met
yes,
some of them because of you, Inger. So thank you so much for your dedication.
it's my pleasure. Thank you. Let's say hello to the next person. Hello, Alejandra.
Hi, hello, my friend. After those beautiful introductions, what can I say about me?
Oh my goodness, you are
Yeah,
beautiful. Tell
I'm
us, who is Alejandra Prouse and what do you do?
Alejandra Plaus is a grateful woman. It's
Mhm.
blessed. It's blessed to be here with so amazing women too. And well, I am a coach, I'm a teacher, I'm a mother, I'm a mentor, and I do many things to try to help people to leave a good legacy, looking at life in a positive way, and trying to catch up the best things that life can give you every single minute and every
Mm,
single day. And that's what I
Love it.
do. I think that I try to put the best of me and try to give the best of me every day in everything that I do.
Love it. And what do you do besides being grateful?
Besides being grateful, well, I am a teacher and also I am a coach and mentor. I mostly work as a mentor with entrepreneurs here in Chile. And I'm in a faraway country, by the way, Chile in South America. So here we help women to give to when they have the challenge of becoming in their own businesses, try to get the best of them, try to believe in them, because that's
Mm,
something so important. Try to make women believe in all the energies that they can have to bring out their their
the
businesses
best.
and yes, and try to give up the best of them. So this is
Awesome.
it, and I think that I can do it, and I have done it in a good way, and I'm happy because this is the way I think that we can leave something to each person that we meet every day.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here. Lovely to have you. I have two more in the green room, and I just want to bring them on. So, hello to you, Diane. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Won't you please let everyone know who you are and what you do?
Sure. My name is Diane Beyer, and professionally, I'm an accountant. I work for the Trade Adjustment Assistance Center in the Mid Atlantic. We help manufacturers who have been struggling with imports and a decline in sales and employment. I'm a mother and a wife and a friend. And as we all are, so many things in our authentic self.
Yes, you're so right. And you're a wonderful friend, my friend. So, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Inger. Appreciate you.
It's a pleasure. Let me say hello to Laura. Oh my goodness.
I made it. Hello, marvelous ladies and Inger. Happy
Wow.
first birthday. So happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, Laura. Um, who are you and what do you do?
Well, I'm Laura Orlando, the Stress Commando, and I'm coming live to you from my mom's house, what was formerly known as my bedroom. Not my furniture, but formerly known as my bedroom. I am now a full-time caregiver for my mom. So it is one of the things that really started the Stress Commando is where can you simplify to amplify and where can you stay present and keep the main thing the main thing. What I do is I help people work stress-free with AI. So if you need to streamline your marketing so you can amplify your impact, or if you want to network stress-free by focusing on 100% relational networking, I'm the founder and CEO of Down and Dirty Networking. And ultimately, like all these other ladies, I give you my best. I show up powerfully, positively, and hopefully, just hopefully, I can raise your vibrational energy with every encounter.
Love it. Thank you for being here. All of you, let's put us like this on screen. I just want to say thank you for being here, spending this time with me. It means a lot to have you here, really. Thank you. Let's go to, oh my goodness. Um, oh my goodness, let me just see. Um, I have a friend that has sent me a message, but let me see. So we have a few messages from people that are listening on radio. I want to say hello to Renee, to Kenny, Wayne, Donovan, Wendy, and Cecilia. Thank you for tuning in and spending this time with all of us. Um, I want to ask you, ladies that are here, spending this time on screen with me, um, quickly, tell me. Well, it's not going to be quickly, but let's say we're talking about empowerment, right? Um, let me ask, what does empowerment mean to you? And I'll let you guys go one by one, and we can start with Laura, since you were the last one in. You can tell us, what does empowerment mean to you?
Well, no way to put me on the spot. So here's what I would say is empowerment is something that comes from within. And I think it was Alejandra that said it first. You have to believe in people before they believe in themselves. And so when you
Mm,
empower people with belief, then you can empower them with the tools and the how to. Often, one of the favorite sayings I got from someone early in my entrepreneur days, they were like, if the why is strong enough, the how will follow. All too
mm,
often, we focus on the how. Like, how do I do this? How can I do this? Facing being a caregiver for my mom, how am I supposed to do this? No, no, I will trust and have faith in myself and faith that it's going to be okay. And I'm empowered by everyone that is around me and the tools that are available to me, or even just the visit I had with the hospice nurse. You can
mm,
be empowered knowing you have everything that you need. And sometimes it starts with that belief in self. And sometimes somebody has to give you that belief, like, no, you're doing okay. And then you have to fuel that
mm,
empowerment. You have to fuel it by telling them that you're doing a good job, by letting them know that that they're doing the right thing or that you're proud of them. Those words of encouragement continue to empower people. And through that
mm.
empowerment and that continuous action, they get confident. And it just creates this wonderful cycle of vibrational energy, productivity, and moving forward.
I love it. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm going to ask the rest of you to come up and tell me your version. Thank you, Laura. Diane.
She's a hard act to follow, isn't she?
I know. I'm sorry. But what does
She got
empowerment
an A
mean to
plus on
you?
that one. Uh,
Yes, right.
so, when I think of empowerment, I think about leadership, and it's about helping everybody that you come in contact that you're working with grow and become a better version of self. And I think that's
Mm,
some place that we need to look at. And I think we talked about this previously on another show of yours. Often women carry what I'll call generation trauma forward. We're
mhm,
taught to be valued better, whether we're a mother or holding on to the norms of past generations.
mhm,
I think empowerment is, and one of the things we should be looking at currently is to support each other to be our own authentic selves,
mm,
to encourage each other to be the main character of our own life movie, right? And to break those
mm,
chains of those expectations or ideals that somebody else put on upon us. I think that's really important in empowering others is to see that sometimes we are too focused in taking what somebody else says of us
mm,
and making that our reality instead of standing in our authentic self. And I think we need to empower ourselves and each
mhm.
other to truly stand in a place of our authentic self.
Beautiful. Wow. Thank you. Let's hear from you, Alejandra. What does
Okay,
empowerment mean to you?
thank you, Ingor. For me, well, empowerment is a little bit like I said before. It's when you feel that you're capable, when you feel confident, when you feel powerful about all the pieces that you need to grow up and to succeed in life. So I think that to feel empowered is something that you have to do every single day when you watch yourself at a mirror and you look at yourself and you say, look, this is me. You have to start by yourself, getting to know who you really are, all the good things that every one of we have in
Mm,
ourselves. And I look at myself and say, oh God, I'm a good woman. I'm a good mother. I have succeeded in many things in life. I have failed too, but I have
mhm,
learned. And so I have to catch up all my learning and say, oh, this makes me, this this is what it made me feel and become a better person. So
Mm,
being empowered is being believing in yourself that you can be a confident, a powerful and capable person in your life. And you're always likely to be successful if you believe in yourself.
I love that. Thank you.
You're
We
welcome.
have one person that's still in the green room. I just want to bring her on quickly and ask her to introduce herself before I ask you what empowerment means to you, Christine. Hello, Rochelle. You are on mute. So when you're ready, please unmute and let us know who you are and what you do.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening to all your listeners and all the ladies that's on the show tonight, all the amazing ladies. And also, congratulations to the 1 year of your program
Thank you.
live, Wonder Women. Well done, Inga, my friend. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
I'm
you.
Rochelle Terry, South African. Yes, I always talk a lot. You give Inga time sometimes. And I work for the Western Cape Department of Health in this beautiful city of Cape Town that overlooks and oversees Table Mountain. Every day when I step out of work, that is what I see. Um, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a mother. I hope that I'm a good friend as
Yes.
well. My nurse manager, and also, hopefully, just love. I just love people, and that is who I am.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Rochelle. We're talking about empowerment today, so get yourself ready. I'm going to ask
Yeah.
Christine and then Megan, and then you can tell me, what does empowerment mean to you?
Mm, sure.
Christine, share with us, please. You're on mute.
Beep.
We can hear you now.
I got it. Empowerment is something that you give, it is something that you receive, and the
Mm,
way that Inger has empowered people is by introducing them to someone else who will understand them, who will validate them, who says,
mm,
I've been through that, or I have found a way to take care of a situation, or I have a goal to reach. Would you come alongside me? Let's do this together. And so,
wow.
thank you, Inger, for empowering us. And I got the opportunity to empower some gerontology students in
Wow.
who showed up for a 90-minute thing, and I was the only old person who showed up, and they're gerontology students. So I just got to empower them. We got to really get into conversation. I got to hear
Mm,
how they ended up being 21 years old and wanting to spend the rest of their life with people who are 70 years older with them. It
Wow.
was such an opportunity. So a compliment can go a long way. It's a great place to start. But I'm going to throw in equipping gives you real power. You got the equipment, you
mm,
can
Mm,
get something done. And we all like to accomplish something, even if accomplishing is just showing up and being present, or in my case,
beautiful.
learning to listen.
I love it. Thank you. Oh, wow.
Yay.
You're amazing. Thank you, Christine.
mm,
What about you, Megan? What does empowerment mean to you?
Yes, I really like the things that everyone said. I really related to what Laura and Diane said. So, part of what I do is to share stories of women who are in a male dominated industry to really just inspire and empower other women to maybe take that step forward, doing something that originally might not have been mentioned to them when they were growing up. So, I think it definitely is a word that engulfs authenticity, genuine, caring, love, empathy, And I feel like there's a lot of women who are afraid to step out of what the mold might be.
Mm.
So a lot of people look at me and they're just like, "Oh, we love that, you don't have the typical haircut or you're covered in tattoos. Like we love that you're just genuinely you, and what you see on video is what you get." So I really think it is
Yes.
empowering people to give them courage to just show up authentically, but also be able to be confident, not just talking about their successes, but also their failures and their mistakes and what their weaknesses are, and not being ashamed of those sort of things either, because we all learn from our mistakes and our failures. And I think if we can just let women know that it's not the end of the world if they mess up on something, it just makes them stronger and more resilient, then the better we will be. And just, take risks and be who you are. So that's what I think empowerment is.
I love that, because you are truly somebody who embraces your true self and just shows us who you are every day. I got to experience that in September when you and I met for the first time in person. So thank you, Megan. Let's see. Rochelle, are you ready for us?
I, yes,
What does
thank
empowerment
you.
mean to you?
Wow, empowerment comes in so many ways. It's whether it's achieving a goal, whether it's overcoming an obstacle, even standing up for for oneself. Especially in a country of South Africa where we have believe sometimes that the male is like the dominant person and he's the most important, and sometimes making independent decisions, especially if you've moved away from home or where you grew up for a very long time, and taking risks like I did a few years ago, traveling by yourself, take risks. That also makes you feel very empowered, and helping others, like Christine said, when empowerment is about giving, it's about equipping somebody else, and that is what I enjoy the most. That is what empowers me, is
Mm,
when I empower others.
mm,
Especially, I have this passion. I just feel um, so good when I can empower, especially single mothers who are struggling. In our country, so many single moms are giving up on life. They're giving up on their dreams. Um, they think that life has come to an end and they cannot reach their goals. And for me, just to encourage someone, if I can share a story quickly, I was back in the Eastern Cape. One of our cleaners where I was working, the lady mopping and doing the dusting. She was given the opportunity to go in and study further, and everybody just thought, she's just gonna waste the state's time and money to go there. And it was a 4-year course that she had to go and do, and everybody just thought, she shouldn't be doing it. Somebody else should stands a better chance. And I just said to her, and she came from a rural area, informal settlement, where people live in corrugated, not during corrugated iron homes. I'm not sure if everybody can see what I'm talking about, but it's home built out of corrugated iron. And
mhm.
her home burned down during her studies. She just had all these obstacles, and I was just glad that I was there to encourage her. It took her 6 years, though, and not 4 years to complete the course. It took an extra 2 years, but she eventually did. And for me to see her do that and me standing behind her and saying, you can do it, giving her whatever she needed, if it books or advice, I was there. And that is my passion, is to empower others. So we need to equip, we need to give, not you need to give of ourselves, of our time, our resources, whatever we have. And
Mhm,
empowering is also sharing experiences,
mhm,
and so that others know, what, I've been through there and I've made it, and so can you.
mhm,
Just get
mhm.
up, dust
Yes.
yourself off, and
Try
continue.
again.
And that's what's
Yes.
empowering to me.
Love it. And that's why I've asked all of you to be here with me time and time again. It's because of your amazing stories. Like Diane said, we have to be the main character in our own movie. And you guys are all the main character in your own movie, and you do it with so much authenticity and power that I find it so inspiring. So thank you. Let's go to the comments. I see a few comments that people have been dropping for us. Oh my goodness. I have some from last week, but let's see. Carmen says she loves your energy, Laura. Yes. I think, Laura, that's not the first time you've heard that.
No, but on a day like today, I needed that. So thank you.
Oh my gosh, you're amazing. And then we have Jamie. He says, what a fabulous group. And Catherine as well. Oh my goodness. She says, did y'all know today was Wednesday? I just remembered. Oh my gosh.
I thought it was Monday earlier today, so I feel you, Catherine.
Oh my goodness. She says, um, stupid government steals my morning time. It always confuses my days. Yeah, I'm going with that. And she says, yes, be beautiful. I love that. Wow. Um, she says, I love the wonderful mix of accents. I wish I had a cool accent. You do. Oh my goodness. And she says, I never tell my husband that the male is the most important person. I have him convinced otherwise. I love that. And she says, I'm multiple characters in my own movie. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Um, oh, we also have Divine Devitt tuned in on radio. She says, good evening, Inga. I'm tuned in. And Sean Skrucker, he says, hello, Inga. How are you doing? I'm well, Sean. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. One more message we have from Natalie, and she says, good evening, Inga. Tuned in. Your guest is so right. When someone believes in you, it gives you the ability to do even better. It is a boost to the other person. And a message just popped in from Amanda. She says, good evening. I am tuned in. So lovely to have all of you here. Um, we don't have much time. We have about half an hour left. So I want to ask you, ladies, I think probably one question. And let me see. I had one that I wanted to ask. Um, can you share a personal experience where you felt empowered? What factors contributed to that sense of empowerment? Um, I know that I'm asking you this just off the cuff. So if anyone wants to raise their hand and tell me that they're ready, you can go ahead. A personal experience where you felt empowered. Okay, Megan,
I'll go first.
Okay, give me a second. I'm going to put you up. Here you go.
So I've been doing Mavens for about 4 years now, and it was after I started my own company called Z Inc. Solutions, and that I'm a tech writer for those who didn't tune in right away this morning. But I also had some personal things. I'm went through a divorce last year. I'm still under a year of being divorced, and there's some stuff going on there with my former, but last year was a really, really hard year for me because all of these things were happening and piling up, and I was traveling a lot and missing a lot of time with my 3 kids, and my daughter went off to college, but I still have 2 small ones at home, and it was just a really, really hard time, and I was getting to a point of burnout. Well, there was an event called the Empowering Women in Industry Summit, and it was in Chicago, which is like in my backyard because I'm from Wisconsin. And I decided to apply for a speaking position there, like do a presentation, and that got accepted. So I was really excited because I really love who this group is, and Charlie Matthews does a fantastic job. But they also have like an awards ceremony, and I found out that I was nominated for Industry Advocacy of the Year. So basically, the award was for anyone who really like advocates for women in engineering and manufacturing. And there was a great list of women that were up for this award, and I was just honored that someone nominated me to be on the list and included with some of these women who've been doing things for years. And when I went there, one of my friends who was coming in from Virginia, she's like, "Hey, can you pick me up at the airport since it's on the way?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely, for sure." And she was going through some personal things, so we were like listening to Beyonce's Lemonade album. It just seemed appropriate for the things that we were doing. And then we were walking around Chicago for a little bit, and then I just met a bunch of women who were like so confident and secure in their abilities. And we just had really great conversations about our experiences and what we love and our passions. Well, then the night of the award, they actually called my name and I won the Industry Advocacy Award. And there are a few pictures of me ugly crying, and I'm totally fine with that. But it was just really reassuring, and it confirmed that my work that I'm doing matters. And there's been a couple of times where I've almost like quit, but even this year, like I've had younger girls from they're called the Junior Board of Directors. They're two girls in Canada, and they sent me like cards and letters and saying, thank you for instilling confidence in us, and we want to be a superhero like you. So it's just those moments where when you are questioning or doubting yourself, it really kind of just refreshes your confidence and lets you know that you're on the right path of your purpose and what you're doing. So those were two instances for me.
Wow. I love that. And I celebrate you, Megan, because you and I have had that conversation where you told me that you were thinking about it and you weren't sure whether you should continue with your show. But yes, keep being you. You are amazing. You're making an impact, and the world needs you, and people like you in here with us. So thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Who's next? Let me know if you have an empowerment story. Laura. Yes. Go for it.
So I don't know how I follow Megan. That was just extraordinary. Mine's going to be a little bit more scaled back. But as I go back, because I actually have several empowerment stories, but mine is going to be a little bit more recent. So officially this month, March, it's been 7 years since I was diagnosed with 2 autoimmunes and Lyme, and my entire life transitioned into the online world. So I was no longer able to go out into the world. And one of the things that I couldn't do anymore was I couldn't do keynote speeches, and cognitively there were all of these challenges, and reading was a challenge. And so everything was a challenge, but I knew I was going to get to remission. Now, in my brain, I thought it would take 30 days. Here I am at 7 years. So it took a little bit longer, but I've been very disciplined. And I realized there's a quote that I love that says, "Inch by inch, it's a cinch. Yard by yard, it's hard." And so I knew if I just kept moving forward one step at a time, I would be able to get there. So fast forward, I've launched Down and Dirty Networking. I've retooled everything that I've done. And I knew I needed to be around people that motivated me, elevated me, and basically they needed to be smarter than me, people that kind of made me intimidated a little bit. And so I joined this amazing mastermind, and I knew that the other aspects of my business would fill in. And I was so empowered and inspired by the caliber of people. I kept wondering, like, why am I here? And I kind of felt like here in the US, like I was in, junior high dance, and like everyone's got their back up against the wall and no one's dancing and no one's talking to anybody. I just felt like I needed to be in the back of the room and just watch to absorb. And I would go at my slow pace, and there's these fast people just getting fast accolades. And I just kept moving forward one step at a time and one step at a time. Fast forward to last year, and all of a sudden I sat in this AI class. So back to what you're talking about, and as a couple of people have said, equip. Yes, you need to equip people. And so I got equipped with what I needed, and it clicked for me about how to leverage and use AI. And it just made sense. This was a miracle on twofold. One, it made sense. Two, my brain actually turned on, and it hadn't in a very long time. So I started taking some fast action. I had the opportunity to leverage the tools that I was equipped with. So equipped, and now I had the opportunity. But then people were believing in me. And I actually did a competition within the mastermind, and you had to train on something. Okay, I've been in the land of script again because I have been unable to do things ad lib. So doing this ad lib shows the journey that I've been able to make. So anyway, I do this this competition. I didn't need to be scripted. I stayed on time. I was super proud of myself. It was a huge improvement over the year prior that I had done it and just felt like I failed miserably. And I felt more like myself. And everyone in the room believed in me. Everyone cheered me on. They were like, this is amazing. I learned something. And then I won the competition out of over a couple hundred people in the mastermind. Now, I wasn't back on stages. It just was this revelation that after 6.5 years, keep moving forward. What you're doing is working. What you're doing is mattering and making a difference. And you can keep mattering and making a difference, but you have to take care of you. I never felt more empowered, more confident. So to just kind of sum it up, since time's an issue, I was equipped. I was given the opportunity to leverage what I learned. People believed in me, and the mentors were like, Lord, that was amazing. We had no idea you were struggling. And I was just like, awesome. Never let them see you sweat, and just keep moving forward.
Wow, I love that. Can you please reiterate the quote that you gave us? Inch by inch?
Yeah, inch by inch, it's a cinch. Yard by yard, it's hard. And I just love, it's just one step after another, after another. I've been in this particular mastermind going on 3 years, and I'll get to the successes everybody else did that could run so much faster than I am. But the one thing they will not do is no one will be more consistent than me. I will be consistent about going inch by inch, because that's how you make a big impact.
I love that. Beautiful. Wow, Laura, I celebrate you. Well done. Well done. I know what it's like having, you know, the cognitive issues sometimes, right? I shared with you that, after I had COVID, I had brain fog for a long time, and it keeps coming back and going away. But I do have that where I sit and I'm like, okay, I really need to focus. I really need to focus. After three hours of probably trying to focus, I'm still trying to focus. So I totally get it. Well done. You are amazing. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I want to be cognizant of everyone's time. So if there's anybody that needs to duck, let me know in the private chat. And actually, maybe Laura, do you need to? Yes. Do you want to unmute yourself and let everyone know where they can find you, and then we can excuse you?
Thank you. Yeah, I hear my mom actually calling me. So I was like, oh, I got to go. But yes, thank you for this opportunity to raise my vibrational energy and to be with you, Inger. And you always connect me to the most amazing people. I'm so glad that I was a stalker when you connected with Down and Dirty Networking. And I was like, oh, I like her. I'm going to start stalking her. And yes, I wanted to develop a relationship. And so I'm happy to be your fangirl. And people can find me on LinkedIn. Just look for Laura Morlando, the Stress Commando. Or if you Google Laura Morlando, the Stress Commando, or the Stress Commando, you'll find me. But LinkedIn is my primary platform, and I will be going live later today, and I'm going to be quoting some of you fabulous ladies with what I will be saying, because you guys just said a lot of the things on the topic I'm going to be talking about. So thank you guys so much, and everyone listening, thank you so much for being here, and know that I'm cheering you on.
And thank you for being here and spending this time with us. We appreciate you. We love you. And say hi to your mom.
I will. Thanks, guys.
Bye. Rochelle, can I bring you up next, please? Oh.
Yes, sure.
So hold on. I think Megan needs to leave. So if I can bring Megan on, Megan, share with us where we
Okay.
can find you, and I'll
Sorry.
excuse you as well.
I have a son that's sick too. So you can find me on
Mm.
LinkedIn or YouTube. Just Google Megan Zimba. It's spelled right there. And that's where I'm at.
Beautiful. Thank you,
Thank you,
Megan,
guys.
for being amazing, coming and spending this time with us, and wishing you a beautiful rest of your day. Say hi to
Thank
your
you.
son.
I will. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Rochelle, come on up and
Hi.
share with us
Yes, it's
your
like
story of empowerment.
yes, it's almost it's past my bedtime already, and this little one doesn't want to sleep, and they're busy with assessment, so I just need to get to her as well. Um, I just want to
Thank you.
share something that just happened last week. These ladies have shared such amazing stories right now. But last week, I was at work and I worked till about 7 p.m. the night, and just an hour before the time, I just started feeling very ill. I wasn't feeling well, and I didn't know what was happening to me. But as the day progressed, I was just had a extreme headaches. It's almost like I had a ton of bricks on my head. My neck was stiff, pins and needles all over my face. I even feel it right now because I haven't taken my treatment. If I might fall asleep while doing this interview, so I couldn't take it yet. I'm over my time. Then I was feeling dizzy, and there was a patient about to come in because I work in theater, and this patient was really sick. And I'm like, bring the patient. What can I do? Night staff is not here yet. And I said to the anesthetist, and I said to her, you know what, I'm really not feeling well. I don't know whether I can continue with this operation, assisting with this case that's coming in. And I phoned the night staff. I want to know, how far are you? Can you please come in a bit earlier because I'm not well? And unfortunately, nobody came on time. And I said to the doctor, if you don't mind, put the patient on the theater table, keep the patient stabilized, but I need to rush to an emergency room. And they took my blood pressure. It was just going up and up, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. I'm like, I'm sure I could just go home and rest. And the doctor said, nope, you go straight to the ER because it looks like it's not going to change. And I had to drive myself there because my family lives far from where I work, the hospital I work in. So I had to drive myself to another hospital to get assistance. I got there, they got me to the ER, got me onto bed, and they told me, we need to admit you. And I'm like, but I need to get home. I need to go and study. I've got an assignment that's due tomorrow, like the 14th, as in tomorrow. And I cannot stay in hospital. I need my books. I need my laptop. I need everything. And my blood pressure was just rising. I stayed overnight. Doctor said, you're staying another night. I'm like, oh, another night. I just need to get home. And to my book, because I'm busy doing health services management, postgraduate diploma in that. And I had to stay there. And luckily, I had one of my textbooks of my car. And I went down with the security to go get it. I said to him, walk with me to go get my book because I need to study. I need to get my assignment done as well. So I have a test coming and I have an assignment due. And I took my books. I said to him, just pop the pills in. Whatever I need, I'm going to continue right here in the hospital. I'm going online. I'm going to get my information from friends, wherever they are. Some of them are staying 2 hours away from where I live in Cape Town. And that is where I did my studying. And I thought to myself, at the same time, while I was there, I thought to myself, I'm going to deregister. I'm going to just quit this. I'm not going to continue. And this is something I always wanted to do. And now I feel like quitting. And then that is a time when I said to myself, you know what? Quitting is not a choice. Quitting is not an option. I'm going to calm down, take my meds, and I'm just going to continue studying. My assignment is in. My test is done successfully, and I felt, wow. When you dream
Wow.
about something, when you have goals,
Mm-hmm.
nothing is impossible. It does if you really, really want it. So I sat in the hospital bed with my book, with my cell phone, with earphones. I actually went to buy earphones in the hospital. They sell earphones, these earphones, so that I could listen to my lesson because I had a class due that I had to listen to. I said, even if I just listen to what the lecturer is saying. And I said to myself, if I can do it
Mm-hmm.
in this state, anyone can do it. And I want to tell
Mm-hmm.
the ladies out there, if you have a dream, if you have a goal, no matter what situation you are,
Mm-hmm.
anything is possible if you
Mm-hmm.
put your mind to it. And that is how I
Wow.
want to empower other women as well. Don't give
Wow.
up on your dreams. Don't.
Wow. I celebrate you, Rochelle. I remember I was getting ready to go live and you sent me this message
Mm,
letting me know that you were in hospital. Um,
mm,
you know, I'm proud of you. I'm
yeah,
proud of you for pushing
thank
through,
you.
and I'm proud of
Yes.
you for inspiring others to also do
Mm,
better. Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you for who you are and what you mean in my life. And for those of you that don't know, Rochelle and I have known each other for since we were 9 years old. Um,
It's a
yes,
long
it's a long
It's been
time
a long time. When we meet, it's like we were never miles
apart.
away from each other. It's like I just saw you
Yes,
yesterday when we
yes,
do meet with each other.
yes.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
where can people find you? And then we can excuse you. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you. Well, being always being in the practical field, you never near a computer, you're always on a sterile area. So, but you
Uh-huh.
can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. And if you want to have a few laughs or funny things that I do and share, you'll find me on TikTok and soon to be on LinkedIn as well.
Yes, I think I'm
Yeah.
going to start your LinkedIn account for you
Yes,
because
yes,
this is
please. If I
crazy.
ever get to a computer. Yeah.
But thank you for being here with us.
Yes.
It's
It
a
was
pleasure to
great
have you.
meeting everyone again, those that I've listened to before in interviews. You were all awesome. Lovely ladies, and have a good it's evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Have a great day.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
Thank you,
Okay,
Rochelle.
then.
See you.
Bye. Love you. You're safe.
Love you. Bye. Christine, are you ready for us?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to replay those in my mind again.
Mm,
I am, I am, I guess I am empowered too, but everyone who's listening or might see this is just going,
mm-hmm.
wow. That's,
Mm-hmm.
that's, I was going to just say, a time that I was empowered was when I saw that I made a difference in just one life. The
Mm,
story, you could apply it anywhere, but it's something I'm like, I don't wanna, I'm not good at it. It might not go great. They are making a big mistake involving me in this, whatever it is, because I'm not the best. But it made a difference in that person's life. And you don't know what's going on in that person's life, in their head, in, their
mm-hmm.
self-doubt,
Mm,
and what a difference it can make to just go, um, sure, you got me. I'm here for you. So yeah. Whew, I'll just say wow. And I know that you're gonna say goodbye to me. So you can find me on LinkedIn. If you put 2 dashes between Christine and Smith, then you have found the right Christine Smith. There are a number of Smiths. on the planet. So I have the dash.
Yes.
I'm called the aging enthusiast, hashtag aging enthusiast. And I'm also hashtag geropreneur, meaning that I'm a senior who has is providing a benefit to other seniors. And I've made a business out of it.
I
So I'm
love
a
it.
geropreneur, it's like, hey, demographic, let's help each other. But I really want people. Yes, you can get a hold of me because I love people, but I'd really love for you to go to agingbetterNetwork.com/live. So I put it to music a couple of episodes ago with my people, and I said it's Aging Better Network.com. And then you have to do jazz hands /live. So that, whether you like music or my singing or this, it's hard to forget agingbetterNetwork.com/live. And you get to hear all these experts that I get to listen to. I don't want to keep them a secret. Thank you, Inger, and happy wonderful. Thank you for not liking video, but you wrestled it and you tied it up and you've made something great out of it. And thank you for coming to my show today. I think it's cool that one of my people is going to go up to Canada from California, up to Canada to do her very, very first TED Talk. So I don't know if she's going to be in your area.
No, it's a bit further from me, but yeah, I'd loved hearing about the people that you were interviewing today. Quickly, do you have a quick story for us about empowerment?
Me? Okie dokie, here it comes. COVID, shutdowns. A young man fresh out of college is hired at our church to provide both the youth pastoring, so the high school, junior high pastoring, and the music. So what happens? Everything goes whoosh. People won't come together. There's concerns. I'm still working because I was a caregiver. So I knew how to stay safe, and I knew that I was. And he said, I think you know how to sing. Would you try to sing harmony with me? We're going to record church and send it out. And I'm just looking, going, I am 40 years older than this guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. Why? And my comfort level with being on camera was 0. Knowing that it goes out live, you just feel like there must be millions of people watching. There weren't. But what he was faced with was no high school or junior hires coming into a building and no way to do music because other singers were either having to stay away or, just they made their choices. Everyone got to draw their own lines. And so I was willing to come into the building, and I thought, this is just a big mistake. And if you watch those videos, I look so ill at ease. I'm trying to hear him, whatever, but I remembered thinking, I'm supporting him. He just walked into a job and someone pulled the rug out from under him, both rugs. I'm supporting him. Anything that I do is something more than 0. And right now he is facing 0 at the beginning of his career, fresh out of college. And we are still friends, and we still can talk at deep levels in 5 seconds because we were there to support each other. And he's so cool and he's so talented, and they don't need me there anymore. They got all sorts of people, all sorts of ages doing all sorts of music. And I was like, what a privilege. And I would have missed out on it if I had just thought, I'm going to look silly up there. I don't have the cool. I don't have the vibe. I'm not right for this, music that he's choosing. I would have missed out on the
Mm,
relationship, and he knows that I'm there for him, praying for him, encouraging him, listening to him, cheering him on,
beautiful.
cooking food for the youth group. So I was empowered. I wasn't great at it, but I was empowered to do that again in the future, to be spontaneous or to say, sure, I'll show up for you. You never know the blessing that you're trying to give, how it's going to come back at you, or someone else is going to be blessed in a way that you didn't know that you were had
Hmm.
the power to bless them. It's just so,
Beautiful.
yeah, that's the story.
Well, I celebrate you. Thank you for
Thank you.
showing up every day. When I come to you with, hey, Christine, do you want to do this? You never say no. And I love that. So thank you. Keep being the amazing person that you are and be blessed. I love you. You're welcome. Take care. Bye for now. And then there were two, and Diane, I didn't put you in front and center, but are you ready with your empowerment story?
So, so empowerment, the definition, the process of becoming stronger and more confident, especially in controlling one's life and claiming one's rights.
Mm,
So I'm glad you didn't put me on first because I've been really struggling with an empowerment story because for the last 4 years of my professional career, the focus has always been helping others. So I believe you had a quote on a while ago about when I deal with my own success versus when I'm helping others with
mm,
theirs. And that's what I've been doing. So I've been more um, helping others
mm.
professionally in the last 4 years with pulling their successes forward and helping them see what they do not know. But in looking at the definition of empowerment, the process of becoming stronger and more confident, um, I, I know I've shared this with you before. Years ago, I realized that we talk to ourselves often as our own worst enemy. If we look at the internal voice that we have with ourselves, we are not as loving and caring with ourselves in thought as we are with friends. And I made the conscious decision to be more mindful in my life. And I've shared with you before, and I have it right here. Every day, I write in my mindful journal something to be mindful to pull those thoughts forward, but to also be, I have a section there that I put every day, be your own best friend, to encourage myself to improve the self dialogue as if I am my own best friend. And that
Wow.
has been huge because it has allowed me, and I said this on Friday, to take my own worst enemy of
Mm,
myself, pack her up and move her out, and allow room for my own best friend to come in. And
I
that
love
has
that.
changed my life drastically over the 4 years that I've done this because I now live a more joyful life, a happier life, because as we've discussed before, we take what we hear and what we say and what others say about us, and our subconscious brain reminds us of that. And therefore, there has to be that moment where we say, I'm going to do better. I'm going to be better. I'm going to be my
Mm,
own best friend. Because the truth of the matter is, I only show up for others in part if I'm not showing up for myself first. And there's somebody said something about the world being harsh and difficult right now. Well, we are the world. We are the voices of the world. And if we change our own internal voice to be our own best friend, that helps us change the better world around us and be able to show up as our authentic self and be there present for others.
wow. I love what you've shared about the journal. And I have to say, you made me laugh because I could imagine, backing up your worst enemy and booting them out the door when you said that last week. But it it's so accurate because at the end of the day, you are the one person that's always around, right? And if
Absolutely.
you're not speaking positivity and growth into your own life, what the heck are you doing? Right?
Absolutely.
So honestly, when I've heard you talk about your journal many times, and I have to say, like, I celebrate you for doing that, for taking your own destiny into your own hands and, cultivating that mindset of being present and being a gift to yourself. And it reminds me, there's many times when you call me out on things that I'm saying to myself and even really not telling myself the truth sometimes, right? And that is part of being your own best friend is really being truthful and not shying away from what is real and what is good.
Mhm.
So thank you, Diane. Thank
Thank
you for
you,
that.
Inger. Appreciate
And
you.
where can people find you?
So they can find me at LinkedIn. The spelling of my name is a little unusual. It's DIANN and it's Beyer, Beyer. So Diane Beyer at in LinkedIn.
Beautiful. Thank you, Diane. I
Love
love
you.
you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. And thank you so much for coming and spending this time with me and our beautiful friends.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. Much
Thank
love.
you. You too. Alejandra, it's just you and I. You want to share your empowerment story with us, please?
I was thinking about many parts of my life, Inga, and I remember while I was listening to Diane speaking and talking, and I remember 12 years ago, I would say already, when I have my broke and my breaking in my marriage, that was really hard for me. And I came into a deep hole because it was something unexpected. And I thought that I was never be able to recover from that,
Mm-hmm.
considering also that I had 6 kids and that my life, it seemed that everything got into a darkness and the times were so hard that I couldn't stand up anymore and I couldn't even walk once again. And well, I think I passed over a year in that in that position that I didn't want even to leave and I didn't want anything. And then suddenly I started reading. I remember a writer, a famous Spanish writer, who started to inspire me with his words about living, about the way you have to look at life, about the things that you have to believe in, about how all the bad energy can turn into good energy if you take it in the best way. And then I started telling myself, with the help of doctors, also my sister, who was always there, and told myself, you have so many things in your life. You're a good woman. You can keep on doing and giving so many values to other people. And then I started discovering myself in another position. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, look, I have to grow up. I have to believe in me. And I know that this situation that I have lived, it's something to give an example to other women who can also stand and who can also get away from this bad issue in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started believing in myself and I started looking at myself with happiness, and I realized that I was also be able to be happy. I had my kids, I had myself, my profession, I had so many messages and words to give to others. And then I started discovering myself in this dream. And I would say it's a dream because I'm so happy to learn from others. I'm so happy that I'm able to give positive things to others because I see life now in a different way. I see
Mm,
that God sent me this situation to get the
beautiful.
best of me and to
Mm,
grow up and to be strength and to know that I have overcome these situations and that everybody can overcome difficult situations. You have to
yes,
learn. You have to learn a lot. And the
beautiful.
only way of learning is through hard times.
That is so true, Alejandra. So I want to celebrate you. Thank you for sharing that with us. And um, I'm so blessed that you were empowered, that you are empowered to speak your truth and share with the rest of us. Thank you for coming and spending this time with us. And can you tell us where can people find you if they'd like to get in touch?
Uh, First of all, thank you, Ingrid. You empower me to be better every day. You know, since I first know you, I told you there is a connection among us. There is something so
Hmm.
beautiful that's called universe, however you want to call it, that make us feel empowered between us women too. So thank you
Yes.
for inviting me always. I always try to
Okay.
find out something to share with people too. So thank you very much. And you can find me as Alejandra Praus in Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn also. And I'll be there for everybody who wants to connect with me.
Wow. Thank you. I love you. I
I love
appreciate
you
you.
too.
And my heart is full. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Be
You're
blessed.
welcome. Be blessed too.
Thank you. Bye. Um, we have actually gone over the time. I want to acknowledge the comments that oh yeah, oh my goodness. Um, we have Carmen that said, "It's my passion to empower personal assistants by sharing knowledge, inspiring, and motivating them." That's beautiful. We also have Eloise Nay, who popped in and said, "Hi, I'm Eloise, and I just tuned in from South Africa. I love the topic, empowered, and what an amazing group of women. Wow, thank you." Um, Carmen also said, "Wow, awesome, Laura, you are just awesome." Um, Jamie came on and said, "Wonderful group of powerhouse leaders." Thank you, Jamie, for being here. And we have Catherine. Catherine says, "Well, now I feel like my hashtag DST excuse was pretty lame. Oh my goodness." And she says, "Thanks, Rochelle, and way to rock it." Wow. Thank you to you. I see you, Christine. She says, through her network, she says, "Dear Eloise, how great that you guide others to unlock the power of self love." And she's also acknowledging Diane. She says, "Yay, you, Diane, inviting, making space, preparing a place of honor for your own best friend, you." Wow. Yeah, I love that. She says, "These quotes today have been equipping and empowering. I get to be the main character in my own movie." Yes, Diane reminds me of that all the time. I love it. And she's also acknowledging the quote by Laura, which was, "Inch by inch, it's a cinch. Yard by yard, it's hard. Inching forward is still forward." And she also acknowledged Alejandra. "You certainly are an astonishing bloom that has blossomed out of hard ground." By the way, Christine, if you're still watching, connect with Alejandra. The two of you will hit it off. I know that. Um, we have Leslie. Oh my goodness. Leslie, I appreciate you. I need to have you on this show. She says, "Inga, I'm finally here. You are so beautiful, my friend." Thank you, lady, and wishing you a happy International Women's Month. Thank you for being awesome. Catherine, you said little bits add up to making a big difference. And we have some unexpected guests in studio here. I want to bring them on and just say hello quickly. But before I do that, Leslie says we can climb to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, taking baby steps. We have to keep moving our feet. Wow, you're right. Inch by inch, right? Um, I'm not sure if they'll be able to hear me, but I'll just bring these ladies on. Hello, ladies.
Hey, friend, we couldn't miss this activity.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Um, Aliana, we're supposed to be celebrating you today.
No, my
She is
friend, we're
celebrating.
celebrating each other. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Tell us, what were you celebrating today, Aliana?
So we are turning the Big Ten. I'm proud owner of my own business, and we're really celebrating our journey through our workforce development and really
Mm,
putting our cards on the table. Talked about our marketing strategies, why and how come we do things, and our passion about opening career doors. And I have the privilege to have my partner in crime, Daisy, and you're the only one missing.
I
It's one,
know.
two, and three. So we're going to
I
have to
know.
come to Canada in order to come and do the three mighty dance or celebration, right?
Yes, oh my gosh, I'm celebrating you. I want to say, Aliana, I'm so proud to know you. Thank you for the way that you empower others every day and the way that you inspire us to be better. I want to give you your flowers. You're amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. And I can't wait to link arms with you and do more together.
Well, I feel the same about you. You empower us every time you come on live. You give empowerment for women. You don't shy away from controversy subjects, even though you've had some speakers that might have not thrown that sunshine our way. You have a way of making sure everyone gets the best of your audience and your speakers. And so I appreciate you. You've been
Thank
on
you.
LinkedIn for longer than I have. We've bonded. I attend when I can. And when I don't, I kind of miss seeing you and hearing your soft voice. So your spirit is aligned with mine. And that's all what matters in this big world. So we're all here to support each other. More women power is much needed. So thank you so much.
Yes.
We're here to celebrate you. And I'm going to give it to Miss Daisy, all the way from Ohio and Arkansas.
Thank you. Hello, Miss Daisy.
Hi, girl. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm excited to be here.
Oh my goodness. I'm so jealous. I wish I could be there with you both.
I know,
Um,
man. Wish you could be here
honestly.
too.
It's all good. Tell us, what do you do, Daisy?
I am the owner of Daisy's Interpretation Services in Lorain, Ohio. I am your Spanish interpreter. And when I embarked on my journey, there was some challenges going on that um, I don't talk about much, but the one person that I was able to go to was Miss Ileana here, because I had worked for her previously as a contractor, and I needed help, right? Because as an entrepreneur, you don't
Mm,
know. At least I didn't. I knew nothing about the entrepreneur world. I just knew that interpretation, which is what was my thing, was doing interpretation, not being a business owner. And people need guidance for that. Women need guidance. We need one another's help, and someone
yes,
needs to be there to open a door. Everybody talks about inclusivity. Everybody talks about inclusion, diversity, and but they're only talking about it
yes.
on stage, right? That, at least that's what I'm saying. It's being
Mm,
talked about, but it's not actually being done. It's not
actioned. Yeah.
put around as, come on in, let me help you, let me give you my hand and help you in,
Mhm.
come in so that you can also be successful with me. And not just that, but let me teach you how to go about it, because I didn't have a clue. There's still so much that I am learning.
Mhm.
Um, Hannah became, like my mentor. Mistakes that she made in her journey,
Mhm.
I'm possibly not making them because I'm asking her. I have her to go to. And it's very
Yes.
important for people to collaborate. Collaboration is so, so important. Partnerships are important. If
Yes.
you're, if you say that you work for the community and you're for the community, you should be one of the ones advocating for this.
Mhm.
We have to do more than just talk about it, right? We
Yes.
have to be about it.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's where we come in, because anybody that wants my help, anybody in my hometown or anywhere that I come across anybody, here I was speaking to someone. There's so many people that have an idea and that
Mhm.
want to do something but have no clue about how to do it, and they need people like us to help them. There's enough to go around. It's not about,
Yes.
how can, because she has an interpretation, services, and so do I. Then how can we
Mhm.
work together? Well, that's when you kind of act grown up, right? That's a grown up thing, right?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
you act grown up, and there's enough to go around for everybody. And what
You're
you
so
put out
right.
there, just remember, that's what comes back.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
we need to do better, and we need to
Beautiful.
stop talking about it and be about it.
Yes, let's do it. Thank you. I actually need to wrap up my show. I'm still live on radio, but before we go, Ileana and Daisy, where can people find you?
You can find me on LinkedIn, of course, and on Facebook. Just as Daisy's Interpretation Services. I am there. You can connect with me through Eliana or through Inger as well.
Yes.
You find them, you will find me, because where they're at, so am I. I try
Awesome.
to be there for them as well as they are for me. And Inger, God bless you in all the work and everything that you do as well. Keep doing what you're doing. You're impacting so many lives. And,
Wow.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Daisy.
All right, you guys. So I rock the LinkedIn world. That's my passion. I thrive to get on it every morning and try to share information. So LinkedIn is going to be the best way to connect. But if you want to go on our webpage, www.ahaworkforce.com, find the
Mhm.
contact button, and I will make sure to connect with you. But Inger,
Love
thank you so much for this opportunity to come together. We hate that you missed it, but next time there's definitely more adventures to come. But I wanted to present you with your own open mic award for our event. We didn't miss you, we missed you, but you're not,
Oh,
you're part of our team. So here's to you, your happy
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
birthday
you.
and your open mic. We appreciate everything you do and we look forward to our journey. Thank you.
I appreciate you both. Thank you so, so much for taking time out to be here with us. And next time, when we celebrate the next 10 years, I will be there. Wishing you a beautiful rest of your day.
And maybe we can do a Wonder Woman Wednesday slash AHA 20th
Woo!
anniversary, right?
Ooh,
And yes,
Yes, because we're
anniversary.
all about Wonder Woman.
Yes,
I'm all superhero
yes,
powers.
girl,
All
yes,
right. Thank you guys so much. Let's empower one another. I love it. Thank you
yes.
guys.
Keep
thank
pushing
you.
forward, everybody.
Bye.
Ladies, take care. Bye for
Bye.
now. Oh my goodness, my heart is full. I have a comment actually from Leslie. She says, there are more people that want your services in a 25-mile radius than you can handle. Not everyone resonates with everyone, so it makes perfect sense to work together. You're so right, Leslie. Thank you so much. Until next time, everyone, come on over and actually join me on africarp.co.za. Click listen live and join us on that platform. Um, by the way, Wonder Women Wednesday Summit. The Women Wednesday Summit is happening on March 27th. It's an online event, and there will be more information coming soon. If you're curious and want to be attending that, please send me a message. Um, Join us on Africa Up. That's where we're going right now. Bye. And